Hi everybody, welcome to the live stream today. Today we'll be doing some more concept art for Vamp the Lost Soul. Anyways guys, I hope you are doing well today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. But if you are going through anything like right now, you'll know that the light is always at the end of the tunnel and there's always a brighter side. Anyways, get your cups of tea, my little tea cultists. Today we'll be doing more of my concept art that I've been working on, and let's begin. Hi everybody, so just to get some things out of the way, because obviously I was being a dit and I forgot to go through all the announcements. Obviously I will be at AnimeCon UK in February. Obviously my manga is now with Hoseki. You can still buy the legacy versions of Vamp the Lost Soul volumes 1 to 5 on Amazon Kindle and Google Play as ebooks, or you can get them on Mixam. And all of my links to that is on my link down below. We do have some merchandise there as well if you want to go on Teespring and all that fun stuff, and also Display where you can get some awesome metal posters. So feel free to check that out whenever you need to. Anyways, guys, let's get on with the stream, shall we? Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well today, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday night or Thursday evening at the moment. Or if you're just joining us, or you're just getting up wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a lovely day, nevertheless. Except for obviously I'll be stealing your tea, So there's always a price to pay. How you been, everybody? I hope you. Anyways, for all those who haven't come on beforehand, I do wish you a bloody good New Year and a Merry Christmas for those who didn't make it to my last stream or whatever. So. Also, this is obviously the beginning of the stream. If you're watching this in the future in the land of YouTube, don't forget to give me a like and follow, obviously, so you can get more content like this. Yeah, just all that fun stuff. So as you can see today, I'm doing some Nickyca, obviously concept art. So obviously I'm doing like the bin liner as well. I think we just got to do that. Doesn't work, does it? Hold on, let's try that again. So I've got what's that line at the bottom? Oh dear. I already started the stream, and that is Pip just went bolted. Loki, you can have the biscuits too. Pip doesn't need to hog it. You can see Loki wants to if you've seen on the cat cam, she's just trying to want to get to the biscuits, bless her. I want the biscuits. I want the biscuits. So Loki, it's weird because sometimes she does stand up for herself, and sometimes she's just like a total pushover. It's like I love you to bits, Loki, but you are just a smidge of a pushover. I do love you, but you are. There's no other way of putting it, really. But there you go. There you go. What can you do, eh? What can we do? But yeah, like I say, if you don't know who I am, if anyone's new to the stream, I am Vamp the Lost Soul. I am obviously a VTuber and a self-published / soon-to-be published mangaka. And obviously I'll be launching Vamp the Lost Soul Volume 1 Revamp. I do art. I do D&D on a Monday, halfway through the stream, obviously, if all the players are available, obviously. The only reason we didn't do it last Monday is I did need just a little bit more time just to set everything up beforehand. Just the usual setups essentially. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So right, we're gonna do the Boba Tea logo on here. I know it's all gonna be in color, but I don't know. Should I do it in lines or should I I don't know. Chat, help me out here. Help me grow a brain cell. Do I need a brain cell? Yeah, I do. Just like I look at myself and go, do I need a brain cell? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a brain cell. Can I have brain cell, please? Brain cell for the brain cells. Brain for the brain god. I think I'm pretty good now. Just apart from some detail lines here and there. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I think I'm gonna actually when I color that in. Yeah, let's have a look. Actually, I'm really pleased how this has turned out. So yeah, let's do the whole background. We're gonna do it like a greeny color, just so I could tell the difference between layer and background. So we're gonna refer to the only editing layer. Perfect. And then I can refer to other layers afterwards. So we're going to lock that in. We're going to lock it the fuck in. I'm locked the fuck in. And I'm saying, oh, hello. Hey, how's that tea? Hello, JP. How you been? How you been? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to tea. No, you still want tea. Fuck off. Fine. 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 Mine. Mine. How you been, JP, by the way? How you been? How you been? How you been? Sorry, I was looking down on my art screen for a little. My brain was like, I should answer back. That's what happens with me when you're a bit neurospicy. You get distracted by shiny things. Shinies. I like shinies, everybody. Where's that? I know there's like a window you can put on Clip Studio. I keep forgetting what the window's called. You know, like the one where you can get like you can put like references on it and stuff like that. I keep forgetting what it's called. My brain's actually forgotten what it's called. Subview. That's it. I got there, guys. Guys, I got there in the end. Okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Got there in the end. So, right, we're going to use our subview like this. And then I can just zoom in on that. And I'm not going to use this because this is like the old colors. Well, it's still the same-ish colors, but you get what I mean. Have you done any new artworks today? And by the way, we do have some artworks, but I would like more because I did like the fact that we did a lot of artwork looking at last time. It was quite nice for me to sort of why is it set open in that? Now I've got to remember how to like put the new file in. Oh, Vamp, what's going on with you today, buddy? Your brain is just not working. My brain is working 1 miles per hour. But to be honest, I did have a couple of late nights last night, which did not help my mans. Does not help mans at all. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you want to know, I now have a what I call the Neurospicy chat on our Discord, so you guys can actually talk about anything neurodiverse or questions you have about, you know, maybe you think you might be a little bit neurospicy in a way. So if you want to chat away and share some tips and tricks to help you to get through the day and that, you know, it's there to help everybody. So because over in this community, we are neurospicy friendly. I love calling it that. Neurospicy. And plus, I get to say it like that as well. It's so satisfying to say. Anyways, like I say, how you been? How have you spent your week so far? Have you done anything interesting? Let me know. By the way, now, if you're wondering why, for some of you long-time watchers, why I'm doing concept art, there is actually a reason behind it. So the reason being is I'm currently doing all the text for the 6 chapters that I've done so far for Volume 1 Revamp. Even though I'm only up to like chapter 2, I realised I've done like 6 chapters worth. So I've kind of, because I think we've got to roughly have like 6 chapters, like 6 months in advance before we launch. So I'm trying to sort of like go, okay, let's get the grind on, let's get it done. So I had to like slam the text on and stuff like that now. So okay, those 6 chapters are then done, or any editings after that done, and then we can just move. I can move on to the other chapters, and then just knock them out one by one that way. It's sort of my way, sort of like, you know, keeping myself on track, because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all 8 chapters done art wise, and I'm going to go. Everyone's going to go, "Where's the text?" And I'm like, "Shit." It is my way to keep my fucking neurospicy ass in check. Let's put it like that. I'm keeping myself in check, JP. JP, are you in office today, by the way? I'm guessing that's why you're not answering back as much. I'm assuming you are watching me from the office, and they're watching you closely. Every move you make, every breath you take, manager's watching you. And when the manager, hold on, I've got the perfect sound. This is when the manager catches you doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Birthday. Yeah, that's fair enough. One day, JP, you shall come back on, and when you shall, it shall be glorious. By the way, thank you for clipping the JP motherfucker. I'm gonna have to turn that into a clip now at some point. It was just a fat. That was just like invasive thoughts. Standard animatic this week. I'm in Wales. Oh, cool. What animatic are you working on? Is it like for yourself or is it for work? If you don't mind me asking. I have to admit, like animatics are people go, oh, well, they're easy. It's like they're not as easy as they look because you're not really animating. It's basically like advanced storyboarding, but you're kind of trying to make movements where D&D character stuff. Oh god. JP, you have full permissions. If someone's got Leroy Jenkins, you can use my clip of JP motherfucker. You can use that in your shorts. Just someone charging in. Oh god. That's actually talking about D&D. I should be back to professionally DMing this week. This Friday coming tomorrow, and then I'll be doing my private game with my lads, which is it's basically like me and the lads sort of do our private D&D game. It's sort of like, you know, professionally, this is what I do. This is what I do professionally, but you know, sometimes you don't want kids in your game, and our private game is for that. It's for like the adults that you know, and my lads, if you know what I mean. D&D character stuff, that's fair enough. Could you imagine, actually? Oh, God. But yeah, so I'll be back to DMing those two this week. I will be, my private campaign with my lads will be online, but we're doing it like WhatsApp and privately, because, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's like, you got your professional stuff, and then you got your like, you know, private stuff. And sometimes, like, when you do your private stuff, you can get away with so much more shit. And I don't mean like bad things. I just mean you. I think JP knows what you mean. When you do it privately with your mates, you can get away with so much more shit. like the jokes and stuff like that you can get put in there. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean. Sometimes you people just need a little bit of me time, and that's absolutely fine. And that's fine. It's kind of why I do like take Christmas off, because it's not just me. Loki, start opening that door. Sorry, Loki's trying to open the cleaning cupboard door. Loki, thank you. Jesus Christ. First pet. Oh, right. Actually, talking of pets, my pet cat Pip, not the black one. The black one's Loki. The Blonsky one, or the ragdoll. Oh, he was a little bastard. He was trying to chew wires. He even climbed up my fucking secret labs chair. The fucking bastard caused a mark on my chair. The little bastard caused a mark on my fucking chair. I was like, that's the secret labs chair, you little bitch. Even my wife's face was like, oh shit. I was like, I know, we know you cost a lot of money to get you, Pip, but I am this close to sending you into a kebab shop, and trust me, you will not like the result. Oh, but yeah, fucking hell. But that he was a little shit today. Don't get me wrong, I still love him, but he's still a little bastard. And I think any pet owner, especially cat owners, can feel this. Like your cats, you could love them to hell, but your cats can be absolute fucking little bastards. And that is truly the same with me. I may love him, but it doesn't mean I don't want to throw him out the window sometimes. He is like a misbehaving toddler. And if he was a teenager, he'd be an Asbo cat. Now, if you're wondering what an Asbo is, for those who are not British, just look it up. It was a failed project to make people feel shame about young people doing crime. If you got an Asbo, I know there was some consequences with it, but it was just literally you got given a title of Asbo. And it's like, oh wow, what are you gonna do? Don't worry, I never got one, but but it just didn't do anything for people who wanted to cause disorder. Let's put it like that. It was just like one of the most useless things the UK ever had. Hey, JP, do you want to be an ASBO? You have to be a public nuisance. It was literally that. That's what you got it for. You got it for public nuisance. Just look it up. It's just even I have to admit, like this came out when I was about like 17, and even I turned around and went, "That ain't gonna work." If anything, right? I'm not even kidding you. They used it as a badge of fucking honor. I am not joking. It was a badge of fucking honor. At least the Asmo guy. I'm the least. Asbo. So ASBO. Asbo. Yeah, yeah. And do you know what, JP? Do you know what made it worse? They saw it as a badge of honor. It wasn't even a mark of shame. They saw it as a badge of honor, and then got worse. Like you know, basically, you got it if you were a bit of a shit, and you were being a public nuisance. That is literally what you got it for. Nothing else. But yeah, it was just a bad idea from day one. It just wasn't gonna work for like loads of reasons. Like there was like 100 reasons why it wasn't gonna work. That's how punk. Yeah, but there's a difference. Excuse me for a moment. Low key. Wait. Off. I don't care. Off. Sorry, hold on. She's on my bookshelf where she shouldn't be. Off, because you're gonna fall over and it's gonna hurt you. Off, like that. Silly girl. She nearly had the book fell on her. She's spooked. That's what you get. Anyways, back to the stream. Don't worry, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. She's just I tried to pick her up, but she jumped over my arms and. Yeah, so, no. Anyways, back to where we were. JP, so there's a difference, right, between being a punk and being a fucking dickhead. like punk is like, oh, it's rebellion and stuff like that, you know. It's more of a movement. Sorry, because I know, like, a little bit of weird punk history, which is weird. Hello, Halupa, you're right. You just caught me just after turning off Loki. But yeah, she's come here. You're right. She's just a bit spooked. I'm just giving her a fuss just to make sure she's all right. But yeah, but basically, JP requirements were one. I think you had to be like between like 20 and 15, or younger. I would say. And two, you had to be like a public nuisance, like, you know, like throw rocks at people, stuff like that. This wasn't punk. This was generally being a dick in public. And they thought, oh, if you, it's like, JP, if I turn around and said to you, JP, if you misbehave, I'll give you an ASBO from the coppers. What you wouldn't even flinch, would you? You'd just be like, yeah, fucking all right, mate. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at me, I've got an ASBO, I'm well hard. That's what happened, essentially. How you been, Halupe, by the way? Yeah, we're talking about the failed project in England that was ASBOs. And it's just, it just didn't work. And it was never going to work. Like, not even with a can-do attitude, you can make that work. It's just like, yeah. But, oh, Pip's bullying Loki. That's why. All right, they'll be fine. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like it was like one of the dumbest ideas that the British government came up with, and even we all turned around and went, "That ain't gonna work, mate." All of us turned around and went, "That ain't gonna work. That's only gonna empower them more." And guess what? Fucking happened. We called it. Even we turned around and just went, called it. But enough about the failures of the British of the British, even though, or should I say, British fails of the British government. Top 50 British fails, but yeah. But yeah, so today, like this week, I've done obviously doing the text form of manga series. Good God, how about I clear? Oh my God, oh God, I'm about to clear. How much JP? What the fuck? How many, like what can you spend it on? Like what's the? Oh, you could guide the raid for 3,000 points. Oh God, I got the emote request up as well. Money, 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 money. Anyways, what are you, Mr. Krabs with points? Can we have the can we have Mr. Crab emotes for JP, please? JP Krabs. You gotta do your like your best Mr. Krabs impression. Do you know what? Actually, speaking of which, I know it's going to be a shocker to some of you. Well, to be honest, I think it is going to be a shocker to some of you. But I'm not a big fan to SpongeBob. I can't stand him. 42k points. Hey, that's all right. That's a good amount of points. Don't need to down yourself. That's fine. That's a lot. That's still a load of points. Like I said, my most expensive thing is literally 3k for basically for you guys to guide the raid and you tell me who you want me to raid. Basically. So you know, good amount of points spent. But yeah, so I forgot what I was talking about now. What was I talking about? You're not American about no, mate. This country loves SpongeBob. I'm just one of the rare few that can't fucking stand him. And it's the fucking laugh that pisses me off. Barista heresy. Oh no. We don't talk about heresy here. Yeah, I just can't stand SpongeBob. I really can't. He just it's the laugh. It's the laugh that really icks me. And my mates love him. Coffee. No heresy. Don't make me Rogel Dawn, you young lady. Rogel Dawn says,
no.
Do we like tea in this tea cult?
Yes.
The Dawn has spoken. You obey the Dawn. The Rogel Dawn must be heard. Must be obeyed. Oh, God. Anyways, talking about Warhammer 40k. Talk about Warhammer 40k. Has anyone looking forward to the Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40k series? Because I'll tell you what, long as he's still running the ship, I'm kind of confident he's going to do a really good job with it. Why not, Halupe? It's Henry Cavill. I'm not being funny, but Cavill's got a lot of weight in this one. He's executive producer, and he's a huge Warhammer fan. His army is Custodes. Trust me, the dude knows his lore back to front. This is a guy who left The Witcher, left being Geralt because they weren't lore accurate enough. Which, I'm sorry, can I just say, based. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I have to agree with JP here. I'm ready to see a trailer now. But we don't know what he's doing it about yet. That's the only thing. Personally, you're so real for this. Yeah. Oh, you don't watch TV for over 15 years. Fair enough. But I'll tell you what, though. Like, shall we all make a prediction, guys, of what story will he cover, or will he do something original? Because I think he might cover something. So if he's a Custodes boy, it might be a Custodes story. Like maybe like the Banana King and stuff like that, like with the current lore. Or because like it's still ongoing, I reckon he might do like something like the Horus Heresy or the Scouring, or like something along them lines. Oh, would it be cool like they did what's the novel I love? I know it's a bit controversial take, but I do love the Blood Angels one where they got attacked by Tyranids, and that's where he first introduced the Pioneers Marines. The Pioneers Marines ending, I see why it was controversial, but overall, I did enjoy the novel up to that point. Um, at one point, I saw the news and said to myself, "I've already had enough bad news," and never turned back on it. That's fair enough, but we got streaming services now. We don't. It's not even going to be on live Terry. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. But I have to admit, but with Cavill at the helm, I'm confident. Like, it's going to be a good one. Like, what do you think, JP? What do you think Henry Cavill's going to do? Like, what part of the lore? Because to be honest, there's loads he can do. Oh, Joe, what would be the ultimate troll thing? I think he would have it center around like novels and series to keep the story contained, to make the most sense. I haven't read enough books to know which. Or Joe, JP, this will probably make you laugh because I've heard a little bit of the audio book from a friend, The Infinite and Divine, and it's literally two Necron dudes hating on each other. It's Trace and the Infinite and another big Necron dude fucking each other over the millennia because they just hate each other's guts that much. Could you imagine if it's not even an Imperium story? It's straight up like the Infinite and Divine, and it's just like dudes like absolutely screwing with each other. I think that'd be the funniest fucking thing ever. Everyone's expecting like some like custody story or whatever, but how Cameron goes, nah, mate, you're gonna get fucking Infinite and Divine. Actually, I would love that. That would be hilarious. That means we get to see Trajan's collection. That'd be cases. I would watch it just for Trajan's collection, just to see what he's got in there. I think it'd be the same like with The Witcher and Superman. He nags everybody about being law accurate while everybody's trying to put progressive politics. Yeah, no, he's already fought back against that, Halupe. He's fought back. He's fought back at it quite hard. And to be honest, with the way things are going at the moment in the world, I think to be honest, well, hopefully we're going to get back to the good old days of entertainment where we just watch a show and the themes are the themes. That's it, if you know what I mean. Like, people can get to enjoy their content. Don't get me wrong, like, if you like a political themed content, that's fine. But in the right place, right genres, right things. You know what I mean? Like it's like watching Critical Role's campaigns. Like if you want something a bit more politically motivated, campaign 2 is like the jam to go to. Like, that's actually like a good campaign to watch, and actually is really good. It's not. I don't mean like politics as in ideal progressive politics. Like, more like, what I would say like Custodes prison where the stuff is not even Imperium can kill. Yeah. Yeah, like Cavill's fought back hard about it. So honestly, Halupe, I'm trusting him. And to be honest, like, Games Workshop has backed him up on it as well. Because I know a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, but Amazon wants this," and Games Workshop spending. He's like, "No, they're not." Like if you actually read into it, Cavill and Games Workshop have fought back so hard. Like the female Custodes thing was literally like the only compromise that they would do, but that's now had so much backlash. I think we'll be forgetting about it. Like, yeah, yeah, the ultimate leadership reality matter. But if you don't like, yeah, but the thing is, right, right. Also, they would put progressive parts. Yeah, but Halupe, that's because your opinion. You don't like certain things. But like at the end of the day, like, if you're going to do a progressive Warhammer 40k show, instead of trying to change the law to suit everybody, you got Sisters of Battle, you got Sisters of Silence, you got Salamanders, You've got like the Mongolian White Scars group. You know what I mean? Like you could do so much stuff with it without doing any of the messaging and all that shit. You could just go, okay, so if you do like, say you'll do like a show about an Inquisitor, remember, because their retinue can be like Eldari sometimes and stuff like that. So they can have like an Eldari, and then you can have like a Salamander Space Marine, you can have a Sister of Battle, and then you can have, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying though, don't you? And then you can have like one of the Imperial Guard Regiment, I think is pretty much Mongolian as well. So you can have like, I don't know, like Krieg. You know what I mean? Like I can think of loads of things to do. Like if you're gonna do like that, or Rogue Trader, you could do a Rogue Trader show, which you could gather like different people for different things. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't be in your face, if you know what I mean, because it's lore accurate and you're respecting the lore and you're not doing all this messaging. You're just telling a story with those characters, right? It's like I said to people, like, you take my manga series, for example, right? I have Kaz in it, who is, who's like a black character. However, I don't make a big thing about it. It's Kaz. Kaz is a neurodivergent black mutant, because she's got the cat ears and tail. She's not a Neko, she's a mutant because of her genetics, who just loves making technology. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, like, there's a difference between, and this is what I think me and JP had this discussion, and we use Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, #2, as a big example of bad writing, and then try to get an agenda through it at the same time. Like, there is ways to have a message in your game, but you got to make it work with your story. You got to be respectful of the lore. You got to treat your story with fucking respect, right? Look at Final Fantasy VII, for example. So Final Fantasy VII, the original one, was a messages about corporate greed and environmentalism and the price of corporate greed, right? However, like, that was the first part of the game. That was like the dystopian part. And then like you go into like the usual fantasy tropes of the guy who wants to destroy the world. However, like, the hidden themes are because of the corporate greed and, you know, the warmongering, because corporations will try and take over everything and control all your life and stuff like that. Oh my god, I'm thinking now what's going on here. Anyways, a bit weird. Here we go. Sephiroth was a result of that. Like, if you look at through the lore, like, that's the messaging. But however, the messaging is not in your face. It's very well written, and it's right, and it ties in with the themes of the story. That's why I said a Sinesh Cole. The lore is practically Chaos Gods opposes everything. Yeah, but well, here's the funny thing about the Imperium. They're xenophobic, but they welcome anyone that's human, unless you're abhuman, like a mutant. If you're a normal human, you're all equal rights. As soon as you're Ogrin or you're beast folk or whatever, like subtype of human, you're fucked. And like, if you're Xeno, Jesus Christ, God help you. Unless you join the Tau Empire, but even then, you're probably getting mind controlled. And the Tau's attitude towards like humans is really, really fucking bad. Like it's actually pretty fucking bad. The elder child. What? Yeah. I love the fact, like, I admit, like, salamanders were like the most welcoming people, and they're like the most nicest people. And there's a meme, and there is such a morbid reason. That was, yeah. Unless you're Vulcan. No, it wasn't just a salamander. Vulcan did it. Vulcan killed the child. It was like, salamanders, the most wholesome chapter in the world, unless you're Eldari. I am not kidding you. It was like, oh, they're wholesome, they're lovely, and then you just got this Eldari child, and just like the salamanders, and then just Vulcan's eyes. I know it was kind of provoked, admittedly. Like, I think something provoked him to do it, didn't they? And then he just kicked off. And to be honest, Vulcan did regret it. To be fair, Vulcan instantly regretted it and feels remorse for the child. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But as I was saying, like I said, like the Imperium will welcome any human unless you're a heretic, filthy Xenos lover. But other than that, you're welcome into the Imperium. But yeah. Dark Wolf, posture check. Thank you, Dark Wolf. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We were talking about 40k and how fucked up it is. Like, and the only nice guy in the whole franchise. The Marines Malevolent are right there. I don't know why people always go to other chapters first. Oh, the Marines Malevolent. Oh shit, yeah, they're bastards. Marines Malevolent are like, if you want a real bastard of a chapter, yeah. Yeah, they're bastards. They're bastards. Thank you for the posture check, by the way, Dark Wolf. How have you been, Dark Wolf, by the way? Welcome to Nickyca and welcome to the stream. How you been? How you been? Hope life's been treating you well. Right, so that part of the artwork is done. I want to do like the colors first of the background and then do all these shadows in one hit. I'm gonna do that. Like, I am alive. Hey, we're all alive. Don't speak. Someone said heresy. Someone said heresy.
No.
And thank you for the hydrate as well, Dark Wolf. What have you been up to, Dark Wolf, by the way? Still no text to speech. Yeah, it's not working. I've tried to get. I think the website's gone down. I might have to search for a new text to speech. Did you say coffee is life?
No.
Do we like tea in this tea cult?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Dawn. Thank you, Mr. Rogel Dawn. You watch, I'm gonna have a rebellion now on my hands. Where's the ecclesiarchy when I need them? Right. So I'm gonna call the Inquisitors and the ecclesiarchy. Hello. We have a heresy here. We need an exterminatus. Alright, looks like we have
Hoila
a bot.
taps
And
on
we know
Van
what we do
Thelost's
with
shoulder and
bots.
says, Kofi.
By the way, guys, you've got under 30 minutes to put your artworks in the Discord. So if you want to put your artworks in the Discord, the only rule is we do not allow any AI artworks in here because we are a creator-friendly community. So yeah, go ahead. Oh. That was late. Text to speech was a little late on that. Looks like I have a new text to speech on here. I didn't even know we had it. Oh god. Our coffee is.
No.
Vulcan does not approve, and Dawn does not either. You should be ashamed. Shame. Can we have a shame, please? Shun, the non-believer of tea. Can you imagine me being a bloody priest? Shun the non-believer. Shun. Everyone just goes, whoosh. Like bloody school playground, ain't it? Oh, God. Oh, God, yeah. There we go. Right, so now what we want to do, I'm going to get my perspective ruler back, and I'm going to do some fun little patterns. Because I'm fun like that. I think I'm actually going to do this on a new layer as well. And I'm going to thicken up that line. And I'm going to do this as a... Should I do it as a hard light or a soft light? Oh. No, not on this layer. Guys, guess what Vamp did again? Guess what Vamp did? But yeah, who? By the way, guys, if any of you like Warhammer stuff, who's your favorite Primarch and why? Who is your favorite Primarch? I want to know. Tell me. Speak to me. Who is your favorite Primarch? It can be traitor or loyalist. I do not mind. I was gonna say, like, hold on. It's got a bit yellow. I think we need to go darker. Hold on. That's a bit too dark. Yeah, I don't think I like hard light. What about soft light? Or do I like lower the opacity of the brush itself? I think actually lower the opacity, I think would be the best idea to go. And then just sort of... Actually, yeah, do it like that. And then... There we go. You can see what I'm doing now. It's just like doing these like wonderful little weird patterns. Coffee is black as Vulcan's skin. Guys, why do you speak the heresy to me? Why? How dare ye speak so much dirty heresy? Filthy, dirty heresy. And then just sort of, that's it. And then just want to do some like weird little random patterns on the floor, like I see in the shopping centers. You know, like you get those shopping centers that they have these like weird, like non-symmetrical patterns. Sort of like that. And then what we're going to do is go a little thinner. I might go like a little bit more beige and a little bit more saturated. And then we can sort of like that. What do you think about this, guys? Like, as this is a pattern. Does it feel like a shopping mall yet? I'm going to have to go in closer. Does it feel like a shopping mall yet, guys? Does it? Does it? And then just like, there we go. There we go. Does it feel... Oh, by the way, guys, you've got just under 20 minutes until we show and tell of your artwork. So feel free, if you want to put something on, feel free to do so now. Oh yeah, that looks... Yeah, that looks like something like one of those weird like pattern stuff you see in a shopping mall. What do you think, Halupe? Have you... Yeah. Anyways, like I say, who is your favorite Primarch? Let me know. Obviously, you know mine. If you are a long time watcher of the channel, you would definitely guess it right off the bat. If you know my favorite chapter, you know my favorite Primarch. Actually, let's make this a little more interesting. Who's your... Hold on, select, deselect, just realize something. Who is your favorite non-first founding chapter? So basically, none of the OG, you know, like the if you know the OGs I'm talking about, not the OGs, but like a sub-chapter of that original Legion. I have to admit, it is another Blood Angels one. Mine is the Lamenters, because I just feel fucking sorry for them, and the dudes need to catch a fucking break. Can we have some hearts for some Lamenters, please? Lamenters need some love, man. They need it bad. Yeah. I generally believe Lamenters just have it like really shit. And they just need a break, man. Someone needs to just go, look, dude. The Sheridons. No, that's not the Caradons, because that's the Shark Lot, ain't it? Yeah, the Space Sharks, the Caradons. You love Tiberius, don't you? The Red Wake. I have to admit, he's not one of my favorite characters, but he is really fucking cool. It's just a shame that it's not because everyone used to meme on him like his armor was made of dreadnought stuff because he's so fucking big. Oh well, no, just how they deal with Dark Elder, dude. Like look up the Red Wake. He's just fucking badass. He's like you got the Minotaurs, yeah, and they're like the worst chapter there is. But even they don't fuck with they don't fuck with they don't fuck with the Red Wake. It's like he's that one space marine. Like, even though the Minotaurs are worse, he's just the one marine that nobody wants to fuck with. Because he just goes to town. He will just go to absolute town on your ass. Like he will literally murder you. He's got like power fists, and then he's got like chain claws like underneath where his power fists are. Like you can't get any more nastier than that. He wrecks fucking house. Like Tyberos is one of those space marines you don't want to fuck with. JP, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite non-first founding Legion chapter? If you wanna disclose it. To be honest, because it's darker, should I do? No, that doesn't look like glass then, does it? And then what I'm gonna do is give the walls. Yeah, favorite non first founding chapter. So we're not looking at Ultramarines, we're not looking at Dark Angels, we're not looking at Blood Angels because they have Primarchs. We're looking at chapters that are sub chapters of all of them. So it could be, for example, the Flesh Terrors or the Black. As much as I hate them, the Black fucking Templars. I know there was a short story about how the Carthaginians brought him to put the Primaris Gene Seed. Or brought them Primaris Gene Seed. And the Custodes asked what chapter master he said hide. He stood behind him, and the first thing was the Custodes needed was to look up. Yeah. Yeah. Like he's one of the Space Marines, like people, like even the Custodes have to kind of like tilt their heads on a little bit just to sort of get a good view of him. And I think it's fucking funny. Like even the Custodes is like, I need a stool, sir. I need a stool. I need a stool. So I think a Custodes could take him down. I think like at the end of the day. But it would be a hard fight. It wouldn't be like an easy fight for him. It'd be like they would take him down, but it would take a fucking lot to take him down. Do you get what I'm saying? It would take a lot to bring the Red Wake down. Because that dude's a fucking tank. He is a living fucking tank. But yeah. But I don't know. Should I do the bin yellow? And then like do the inner lid? Like, yeah. But yeah. Let's see. So my favorite character Marine is do you know what? Recently I have a new favorite, and it's a salamander because of the animated short. Because dude needs praise, and I'm surprised he hasn't got his own character model yet. Nassan, I think his name is. You know the short where like he helps kids and all that. He's like a wholesome fucker. Story with probably the Sons of the Phoenix, the Blood Ravens, or the Blood Ravens. Oh, Sons of Phoenix, I haven't heard of them. I like Liar's chapters, maybe have heretic successors. Ooh. Dark Elder wished her to be tortured. Yeah, had a prisoner. They did one thing Dark Elder drives insane. Nothing, silence and darkness in an empty chamber. Yeah, yeah. Red Wake is like, yeah. Let's be honest. We know the Blood Ravens, even though they're supposed to be Blood Angel successors, quote unquote. We know they're Thousand Sons. Like they got too many psychers in their chapter. because of their gene seed. Like we all know it. It's like, dude, at this point, it's one of those secrets that it's an open secret. We all know they're Thousand Sons. I don't think there's any denial of it anymore, because it's just they have way too many psychers. Guys, have you seen the new trailer for Dawn of War 4? Talking about Blood Ravens. Have you seen the new fucking trailer? It looks sick. And I mean, it looks proper sick. I ain't gonna lie. It looks good. And I am looking forward to it. And the guys who made it made a hell of a lot of reference to the Dawn of War 1 trailer, which makes me giddy with excitement for this game. Like, they were like, guys, I've got your back. The Sons of the Phoenix theorizes to be Emperor's Children's successors, and they look sick. I might have to look at them. So I haven't heard, you know what? Sons of Phoenix, I've roughly heard of them, but I just don't know what they look like. But yeah. Yeah, but guys, if you want to look it up, look up the new Dawn of War trailer. It's the Orc trailer as well. And oh my god, they went all out on the CGI. Like you watch it, and even you would be like, dude, this is actually really fucking amazing. And it's kind of given me like a lot of faith in the game, in the studio making Dawn of War 4. And now it's like I really want this game to succeed. Better. Magnus had a personal guard that was called the Crimson Ravens, but they were more loyal to the Emperor than Magnus, so they were sent to the other side of the galaxy and had no chance to take part. Oh, that's an interesting theory. They could be Magnus's personal guard. I didn't think of that. That's actually kind of cool theory. I like the theory, because that would explain, like, you know, they both have Raven motifs as well. That's a solid theory. Though I do love the thing, that whole thing is, oh, we steal everyone's shit. And they don't give a shit. They just steal everyone's shit. Okay. So, chat, I need you all to do me a massive, massive solid. Are you ready? Are you ready for the massive solid that you're going to do me? Are you ready for the favor that I am about to entask upon ye? Will you take this holy privilege that I rarely give for the unknown Primarch, quote unquote? Yeah. That's an interesting theory, but you would have to thought they would have died due to the rubric. Yeah, no. So basically, yeah, they had no chance to take part in the heresy, so they wouldn't be anywhere near Magnus at the time. Like, it is a solid theory. Like, yeah, there is a problem with it, but it is quite a solid theory. Because if they didn't take part in the heresy, there could be an actual chance. So, what I'd like you guys to come up with is a name for a fake Boba Tea stand. Well, my 4K's fickle, though. They can go back to their own lore and go like it's going out of style. True. We got under 9 minutes, guys. If you want to get that art for show and tell in, do so now. Does everyone want to come up with a name for a fake Boba Tea stand? And please, this will be online on Instagram and that. Please make it suitable. So we're gonna need some name. Well, we need two names. So one will be for the fake Boba Tea sign, and two, I want a fake name for, instead of Marks and Spencer, I want something else. So, but by the way, the captains know that it was just ordered to keep it quiet. The knowledge alone can be corrupting. So if you don't want the Inquisition to know what this is, it's a survival strategy. Yeah, true. Because even if they're loyal, I tell you what, Horus Heresy favorite character, Rhinonaur. Because even in the 40k, he went fuck you to Fulgrim, and he was a loyalist Emperor's children. He was a dreadnought, and he was such a badass. I don't care if he's dead now. He was such a fucking boss. Like Fulgrim just went, "I'm gonna claim you, fucker," and Rhinonaur just went, "Fuck you, Nuke." And even the other Thousand Sons were like, "We're not intervening in this because Fulgrim got his just desserts." He basically said, "Fuck you, Fulgrim, you're not corrupting me." Fucking love Rhinonaur. The most based character in all 40k. Gave the ultimate middle finger. Yeah, I agree. Rhinonaur needs to be in the Legion of the Damned. Just for that. Like, just bring him back as Legion of the Damned. Oh, could you imagine how much of a fuck you to Fulgrim that would be? Could you imagine how pissed? Right, imagine this, right? Imagine this scene. Fulgrim's just laying waste to loyalist Marines. The Legion of the Damned come, he looks around, go, "Oh, fuck, here we go." And then he sees Rhinonaur as a Legion of the Damned Dreadnought. Could you imagine how pissed Fulgrim would be? The look on his face is like seething rage. I would. Do you know what? I would petition. I would put out a petition and go, "Fucking do this." Oh god. Oh, actually, I think I've got the I've got the name. Can we have a spelling for Rhinonaur's name, please? Posted Sons of the Phoenix in general for you to see. Let's have a look. I ain't gonna lie, low key, that's a sick design. That is a low key, and I love the logo here as well. That's low key sick design. That is low key sick. They are cool. Well, tell me a bit of their lore. Sorry, I like learning about new chapters. Here we go. You ready for this, JP? Do you want to know how to really piss Fulgrim off? There we go. That was a good. That'd be a good grind to be a leader. Is Ferris, man? Yeah. Oh, that'd be a double fuck you. That would be the biggest fuck you. Just have Rhinonaur's Dreadnought, and then just the one leader Legion Jam is like a headless. They're like a headless horseman version of fucking. Yeah. Because to be honest, like, Ferris Manus as a Primarch was a cool idea, but I felt like they did nothing with him. Rhinonaur's. I'm trying to put like Boba. I think it's Boba. Is it? I think it's, and then just put Rhinonaur's Boba Tea. Fuck you, Fulgrim. Rhinonaur's got his own stand. Oh god. Could you imagine that? To be honest, that would be the hugest fuck you to Fulgrim. Just have the soul of Ferris Manus, headless horseman style, walking through the Legion with that fucking dreadnought, and it'd just be like, "Yo, bitches." Fulgrim's face would be like, hold on, I feel I've got the perfect button. It would be first, and then just that that would be Fulgrim. Right. Yes. Yes. We're doing that. We're doing that. I'm changing the name. I'm changing the name at the end. Violenor's middle. Could you imagine? Imagine having like something like the middle finger as one of Violenor's like best selling bobas. Yeah, but yeah, he just basically nuked Forgrim. He nuked fucking Forgrim. I have a badder gene father now. Now Forgrim Rhinanor looks out at Ferris and nods lovingly. Forgrim just going red in the face like, fuck you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. Joe, I think, so what will be Marks and Spencer? Marks and Spencer. Ferris and Manus. There we go. So if we... There we go. And then... Oh, God. Now I've got to do this properly now. So I've got to make this look as blocky as possible. There we go. And then... That's not looking... That doesn't look properly done. Hold on. But yeah, ad time. Hey, right. So, guys, after ads, we will be doing art show and tell. So, stick around. Sorry, just... No, actually. Show up. I'm just gonna get the pen, casually rub that out. I think I'm actually just gonna do some like generic patterns. What are we looking at? Where's my pattern brushes? Hold on, let's do the time will begin. I know I've got some nice like patterns going on. Is it with my other stuff? Might be actually. No. Do that again. Might have some other things. Hold on. I have to like go this down. There we go. Yeah, so guys, we'll be back in 1 minute and then be art show and tell. Oh, this will might do. Okay. Done it. Right, we're back. Right, let's do some art show and tell. I'll be right back. I just found some like runic letters stuff and I was like, yeah, we'll do that. And then that kind of looks like, you know, it's not English, but there you go. It's runes. It's like a magic shop. That's what we'll do. Decorative. It's purely decorative. Right. No one caught Oddish. No one wanted Oddish. No one loves you, Oddish. Sorry, Oddish. Nobody loves you. Let's go to the art sector and let's have a look at people's artwork, shall we? Shall we? Look at everybody's wonderful artworks. Okay, so last time we saw some lovely post-it artworks from Up There Demon, because, you know, we like a bit of hand art as well, which is, look at that. All lovely artworks. And then we got JP's. How come you're so nice to everybody all the time? That looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not nice to you. So I have to admit, I'm not nice to you, and just like I just want to draw white stuff under his nose. I want to meme the shit out of this, but alright. It looks good though. I love it. I love it. I love the menacing look in his eyes as well. It looks so good. And then we got some artwork from Sunbeam Stone. So we got Sonic as a Mario character. We got Sonic as a old school Disney character, like the 1930s. We've got, I think that's a Pokemon Sonic. Yeah, kind of like a Skull Bunny vibe. I kind of like it. And then we got Chibi Sonic, I believe. So well done, thank you, Sunbeam Stone. I like your 4-style sort of adaptation. It's kind of cool. And I made this horror for kills me. I love the fact his little arm is poking out the picture, like this fourth wall breaking thing, and he's just looking sus. He's looking kind of sus. JP's looking kind of sus at the moment. Something sus is going on. Now, this is all we got. Thank you all for sending your artworks to have a look at. And I just love that little arm. Just stick it out. It just makes it for me. It just looks fucking brilliant. Thank you, JP. Your artwork is absolutely fucking mental as usual. What the hell? What the hell up to over there? Yeah, what the hell? Like it's like old man Jenkins. It's like an old man taking a nosy at somebody's lives. Like, what are you at? What are you whippersnappers up to? Sort of that sort of look. It's like, what are you whippersnappers up to? That's that look. It's kind of like the old man, like, like, what are you whippersnappers back in my day? Back in my day, we had respect for everybody. Actually, you need to do like like a soundboard for that one. It's like, come back here, little whippersnappers. Back in my day, JP used to. Last week, JP quit streaming. Now he's back on again. Sorry. Sorry, that was me parodying Tenacious D. I apologize. I'm sorry. I won't Jack Black anymore. I swear. Chicken jockey. You can bring on the thunder. But yeah, skadoosh. That's like my favorite thing, like Jack Black line he's ever done, like in Kung Fu Panda, just like skadoosh. Just a funny little line. Right, so we're gonna do shading, I think, from this side. So what we're gonna do is kind of like really emphasize the shadow around here because he's kind of like lifted his arm. So we're gonna do that. But yeah. But yeah, I can't wait for I can't wait for the new 40k series. Like I say, if Mark Hamill's at the helm, super looking forward to it. Hopefully me and the wife will see the new Fallout season soon. I don't know what it's like yet. I haven't heard anything from anybody, so no news is good news, I guess. But I have to admit, like the first season of Fallout was kind of pretty solid. I know there was like a couple bits they got inaccurate, but do not. Why? Why? Is it bad? Is it bad? Oh, don't tell me they ruined a Fallout series because the first season was really good. The compliment of Horus Heresy 2 was daddy issues. Oh, 100%. The Horus Heresy was full of daddy issues. Daddy didn't love me enough. Daddy wouldn't let me be a nerd. Dad wouldn't let me do this. Oh, that was for the Jack Black bit. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Has anyone seen the new Fallout season? Because like I say, the first one was pretty good. I'm just wondering if anyone had any thoughts on it. Like if it's any good or if it's worth me and my wife watching or not. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, like I say, the first season was just fucking awesome. and I actually love it. I just love the fact how like one of the characters managed to get a Brotherhood suit, and it's just like it's so Fallout. It's unreal. It's like yeah, that's very Fallout, very very Fallout. To be honest, it's very very D&D esque. My D&D code brain is like yeah, my players would do exactly something like that to get something like that. You know what I mean? Oh god, could you imagine? Oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I just love the Fallout. Yeah, I'm I don't think they made any. They did make some Warhammer references, didn't they, back in the day as well? But yeah, there we go. Awesome. So we got the sleeve. Now we just need to do like the shading here. But yeah, I want to see that. I can watch the rest of the new Vox Machina series. Well, you know what? Actually, I've got a little story about my Mrs. Vamp recently. So she cancelled Amazon Prime because Amazon Prime weren't really doing it as they're told. They were just being like shitheads. Um, but yeah. Uh, but yeah. Sorry, just going down. Jack. Yeah, that was from the Jack Bablet. Yeah, yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But yeah. So oh, hello, Muckbear Demon. Welcome to the stream. How you been? How you been? We were talking about Mrs. Vamp. That was what we were doing. So she cancelled Amazon Prime because Amazon keeps mucking up their delivery. They keep putting it in places where we don't want them to. Because we live in a block of flats, we specifically put on the Amazon account, going, can you please just deliver to the door of our flat? Because if you put it in a communal area, there is a chance it could be stolen. Now, luckily, our neighbours are all right. But every time they do it, my wife kind of just goes, well, it didn't turn up. And, you know, because they didn't listen to what we do. So she just basically got fed up with them. And then sometimes they didn't deliver next day and all that. Joe, what convinced her to go back to Amazon Prime? You're gonna fucking laugh at this. Take a guess. Can anyone actually, Joe? I'm gonna let you all guess. Take a guess. What got her back on Amazon Prime? And it's gonna make you fucking laugh. And if you know who this guy is as well, that's a little clue. No, not Fallout Halupe. It wasn't Fallout. Like I say, I'll give you all a clue. It's a YouTuber that's finally got his own Amazon Prime series, and it is kind of low-key funny. You know, that's the only clue you're getting. And no, and I'll give you one. It's not Mr. Beast. Just drinking hot cocoa I just made and forgot it was Thursday. Yeah, no, don't worry. It's cool. It's cool, my bear. It's cool. Don't worry. It's cool. I'm not holding you at gunpoint. I'm not. You don't just ignore this hand lifting here and pointing at you like it is a gun. Yeah, just totally ignore that. Totally ignore it. I bet I look like what like I'm gonna see if you guys get any more guesses. My mate's gonna clip that as evidence. You watch. Vamp friend and me. Nim, vamp friend and me. Shoot, I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. But right. So for those who didn't get it and hasn't guessed it, it was the Uncle Rogers show. If you watch these videos, he's a funny guy. And fun fact, he's actually English. But yeah. Yeah, the Uncle Roger show. Have you not heard of Uncle Roger? Now you got like Asian dad. You then got Uncle Roger. And fun fact about him, he's not actually, he's English. He has his own home in England and everything. You never heard of Uncle Roger? Oh, he's fucking funny. Right, so people from outside the UK don't know this guy. We know this guy. You know Jamie Oliver up there? He was making egg fried rice, and it's Uncle Roger's favourite meals, and he tore into him because apparently Jamie Oliver did it really badly, and he just tore into him. Oh god. There was a point where he called Gordon Ramsay "wok fuckboy," and Gordon Ramsay actually sent him a wok because he apparently didn't have one himself. He's really funny. So I think like his parents are like Asian, but he's not. But he can do the accent so well. You swear to God he's from that like region, if you know what I mean. But he's so funny. He's kind of like Asian Dad, but it's Uncle Roger. If you heard of Asian Dad, you heard of Uncle Roger, if you know what I mean, because they both got similar humours. But yeah, it's so funny. Just look him up. He's fucking funny. Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you haven't heard of Asian Dad either, Felipe. That's like a huge thing in like England and America. Like Asian Dad is the one. You've probably heard it on shorts if you ever seen it. He goes like say his son is like his son like he says like his son can't do maths. I'll karate kick you with or like my son's misbehaving. I'll slap him with slipper. You know, stuff like that. I say 50 years. Oh, this is not TV. This is YouTube. This is like on the phone. Like I'm surprised like on shorts or anything that hasn't come up on your feed. That's fucking funny. And he goes, slippers not child abuse, it's a form of discipline. But yeah, it's really funny. It's very fast paced humor, and I think it'd be up your alley, my bear. He's just like, and sometimes the stuff he says is outrageous. Like he worked, like he was pretending to work at his friend's restaurant as a cashier, and he's gone. He goes, "You have peanut allergy. Why are you afraid of peanut? Just have the peanut. There's a hospital like 15 minutes away." Like that. And you see the guy's face like, what the fuck? Yeah, you have fun, Halupe. You have fun. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's he's just so hilarious, Uncle Roger. And he's actually met with celebrities before as well. Like, he leaned like there was another woman who did like egg fried rice wrong, and he just laid into her, and he actually ended up going around our house to make sure she cooks egg fried rice properly. And the jokes he was coming out with was like, oh my god. He even took the piss out of Tinder as well, which just makes him more funny. Oh god. But yeah, it's if you love like very quick paced sense of humor, he's up your alley. Like, I think he's funny. You know what I mean? He's absolute nutcase. But yeah, and apparently he's actually like proper English as well. Like you wouldn't think it with the way he acts and talks. It's like, but that's not his real voice. And he like my mates told me, and I was like, no, that can't be not his voice. Like if you watch his videos carefully, sometimes he makes himself laugh and the accent drops. Like he actually breaks himself sometimes. It's just like, oh shit. But yeah, he's fucking funny, man. He's just fucking funny. Uh, but yeah, but it is like I can't recommend him enough. If you want some like quick fire humor, it's that's definitely like up your alley, if you know what I mean. Um, what was it? It was like there was a guy who didn't like spicy food as well while he was doing the job, and he was like, "You don't like spicy food," and he's just like, he then snuck in spice into his food next to his girlfriend. He goes, "There you go, I made him man now. He likes spice." It's like, fucking hell. Yeah, I'm surprised like he didn't gun for like suing the restaurant for that to like part of me thinks no, they must know that's Uncle Roger. Like they should expect that, and then you just see that, and just like no, like dude, he could have been straight up sued. Oh god, it's quite funny. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I tell you what. Talking about funny things and cooking things badly. Has anyone seen? Was it? There's a YouTube channel. Like, there's like his girlfriend, and and he's an Italian boyfriend, and when she breaks the pasta, you just see his face just drops, and it's fucking funny. It's so funny. Like my mate showed me her, and I was just like, "What the fuck? That can't be real." But apparently, like he is like as stereotypical as you can get, and she just loves winding him up. Um, and the pasta one's like the most viral thing she's done. But now everyone's done it. It's like now she's out the algorithms. Like, no, no, that was actually funny. I need to find it, but it's so funny. So fucking funny. It's like she breaks the pasta and he goes, "No, no, that's illegal in Italy. My mum will slap you." You know what I mean? Like he proper like just goes, "It's not illegal," but he actually says, "No, no, it's illegal in Italy." Oh god. Because what Italians do mostly, they're very passionate about their food, is you're supposed to dip the pasta in slowly and not break it, so it kind of loosens over time. But she did, she snapped it in front of him, and he was like, it was like the worst taboo thing you could do in front of him, and it was hilarious. Oh god. But yeah, there you go. I've given some recommendations to my bear now. I've been like, yeah, go watch these. They're hilarious. Go have fun. Oh, my bear, how's your neuro spicy journey going, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. I like I didn't call it like neurodivergent. I said neuro spicy. Um yeah, because I know you've asked like for some advice, so I kind of just dropped some videos I found very handy. Is there any other questions you wanted to ask? Because I'm happy to kind of just answer it. There we go. And sorry, just gonna do the rubber quickly, sort of like straighten that out a bit more. Do you know what comedian I want to see live? Because I've seen Bill Bailey now. Seen Joe Pasquale. Joe Pasquale is quite funny live, actually. But his humour. Oh my god, when he's not on the telly and he's doing like one of his skits on stage, oh my god, his humour's risque. Very risque. It's hilarious. And you're just like, this is Joe Pasquale, right? The family friendly, like TV guy, comedian. Yeah, I know a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves. Yeah, that guy. Oh, he's funny. He's hilarious. Working it through. I'm gonna go GP next week. A lot of dots have been connected. I've also noticed a lot of things as well. I've watched I watched the ADHD video, and I need to watch the autism one. Yep, that's fine. Like you don't need to rush. It's just like I'm just wondering if you got any questions while you're watching it. Like ADHD wise, my wife's in bed now. She's probably be the better one to ask because she has been diagnosed with ADHD. I think I am ADHD, but that's why I say I'm autistic, but I suspect I have it. I'm yet to be confirmed, if you know what I mean. Or it could be just something straight up fucking wrong with me. I don't know, one of the two. I'm definitely confirmed autistic because I know I had the test when I was very very little, so I got diagnosed really early in my childhood. after like hundreds and hundreds of sessions. It's nuts. Yeah, I had like loads of it when I was a little kid. Not that's necessarily a bad thing. They were just being quite thorough with me and making sure, like, I am the neurospicy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, but but yeah, it's like, yeah, it is a lot. And the thing is, also, my bear, is when you realize you got those traits as well, like it helps you understand yourself better, and then you can go, all right, how do I handle burnout? How do I handle a meltdown? How do I handle this? You know what I mean? Like it helps you sort of like get yourself in a sort of better like position in your head. Yeah. So, but yeah, but like I say, if you really do have any questions about it, please ask. Like, even ask on stream because I'm happy to talk about my experiences on stream. And if the wife is in a talkative mood, she'll be happy to say stuff as well. But normally she doesn't like being on mic, so I can answer on her behalf or whatever. But yeah, but like honestly, like it like because those videos will be started. Hopefully, it'll feed your videos about like how to do. Like, there's Brian O'Kelly. He's quite a good one for autism and working around the workplace with autism. I think he's done a few ADHD ones as well, but double check it. I haven't found a good one for like a really good one for ADHD yet. But I know there's some out there. Okay, I think the jacket's fine. Just need to but yeah. But yeah, like I say, anything you want to ask, just knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Because obviously, like, there's a lot of things I have discovered about myself recently. Because the thing is, people don't understand, right, with autism and ADHD and neurodiversity in general. Like, it's only just now people are really starting to understand what challenges come with autism and ADHD. And there's been a lot more people diagnosed because it's now a lot more. You can see the traits. So I do think there is a mix of overdiagnosis going on at the moment, but I like I say before all that was going on, like I was very young when I got diagnosed, so it's like it was like from apparently according to like my folks, I was quite blatant with my traits. And the thing is, also something because my best. Sorry to ask a question. Um, trying to think like how to word this. Um, are you transitioning? Because I think you said something about it, but I don't know if it's you or another chatter. Like, are you going from like one sex to the other? Sorry, it's just because I've met loads of people lately. My brain, yeah. So is it you're transitioning from female to male, or is it vice versa? Like biologically speaking. Just so I know like which way, because this might be why, because you're late diagnosed, because more females, biological female to male. Right, got you. So here's a fact. So, and this is all in scientific papers and everything. So, um, a lot more women get diagnosed later in life because they're very good at masking their neurodiversity because women are good at mimicking behaviors and stuff like that. Like there is actually papers about it, guys. This is not me like doing sexist things. It is actually like there's a whole scientific paper around it and stuff like that. So just before you jump on the keyboards, guys, if you're watching this in the future, just know that's not the case. there is a paper about it. I can't remember where it's from because I looked it up and I was like, oh shit. So yeah, that's why a lot of females get diagnosed later than males because males are a lot more obvious, while females can hide it a lot better. Yeah, it's true. Women are better at masking neurodiverse traits than men. With my wife, she was a little obvious, but she wasn't um, diagnosed till later on due to reasons. So yeah, but yeah, that's why there's a lot more late diagnosis in females than males. Males, like unless you're like very high functioning, um, the traits won't be masked like very well at all. Like for females, you have to be absolutely blatantly obvious you're like autistic or ADHD. So, and then like they have to unlearn a lot of behaviors to kind of, actually give themselves a proper look in the mirror and go, oh, that's why I've been struggling. But yeah, like when Jaden came out, like she was ADHD. To be honest, I didn't think she was ADHD. But then when she talked about like behaviors and that from childhood and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, she's down fucking 100% ADHD. you know. Um, but yeah, but it is generally a scientific fact. That so it could be why, because you might have masked quite well when you was younger, and that's probably why you're kind of struggling now because you don't understand your own behaviors and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, but uh, but yeah. So yeah, there you go. And also another factor, I know you know this because you've been watching this a long time, and I've mentioned it before, but if you have autism or ADHD, it could be highly likely you're ADHD. So in other words, so you call it ADHD instead of ADHD and autism. So it's ADHD because then it's all in one hit, um, which means both. You got both. So, but yeah, but you are, if you got one, you're 70% likely to get the other. It's not necessary all the time. Like it is 70%, but it's like 7 out of 10 people. Like you would most likely got diagnosed with one and not the other, but you could have both. Which is like, I think my wife put the meme. She gave me a meme about it, which describes autism and ADHD best. You got autism. You want to be like structured and organized and stuff like that, and then you got ADHD. That's the fucking chaos goblin. And it's like, yeah. And to be honest, that is my brain half the time. Like one part of me wants to be organized, and the other part of me is just fucking chaos gremlin. The other half of my brain is absolute fucking absolutely yeah. So but yeah, if you hold on. I just want to check something quickly. Yeah, it's fucking scammer. Sorry, I was looking at the email. I was just waiting. Hold on, is that official? It's like no, it's not. It's scammer. Absolute fucking scammage. But yeah, but but yeah, but yeah. If you want to know that, that's a thing. That is an actual thing. There you go. Have fun with that. That's why I suspect I've got ADHD as well as autism, but I can't confirm it until I get tested for it. And I am gonna, my New Year's resolution is actually sort of like get BTLS Volume 1 revamp, like 6 chapters ready for the release of Hoseki. And then number 2, um just you know, like number 2, get brain farting. Number 2 is get tested for ADHD. That was it. I probably will go through my doctors, go, look, I have in traits, um, you know, like, and I have to like really think about it because I'm gonna have to watch the video again and go, yeah, I do that. I do that. I forget a lot. It's actually like bad memory. Apparently, it's actually part of it as well. Like, not as in like, you know, I was doing my own research earlier too, and I found stuff like on autism and hair sensitivity issues, like uh, pickling, to trichomania. Me, who has an extremely bad track record with that. Oh, I didn't know that. No, I'll tell you what, my sensory thing, because actually we're going to talk about like stuff like sensory that pleases the brain or not pleases the brain. I told my wife the other day, and it triggered my memory because we were looking for like baby clothes for my newborn nephew, who's about a year old now, for his birthday, because he's like a few days after Christmas. And I remember there's just like this shirt that's made of like not cargo as in not cargo material. It's like a felt material. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's like a felty material and it's a shirt. And I hate the feeling of that. And I remember my parents got me one once, and I hated it so much, and I was itching and scratching. I just wanted to get it off me. Yeah, you know the one I mean. It's like a felt material, and it's horrible. It feels horrible on my skin. It's an ick. That's a big ick. Another thing for me is the sound of blunt pencils in it. I hate it. All right, I do not like high pitched screams. That is very stereotypical. But yeah, that's my two other tism picks. Like that texture and um and the sound of blunt pencils. I fucking hate blunt pencil sounds. It really pisses me off. And I know like people don't mean to do it, but I hate it. Like literally, I had one D&D session. Right, my friend did not have a mechanical pencil. He had a pen. Paul saw me. I grabbed my mechanical pencil and I just gave it to him. And I just went, "Why'd you do it?" I said, "I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but I fucking hate that sound." He went, "What?" I went, "The blunt pencil." I was like, "That icks you?" I went, "Yeah, that icks me." I said, "That icks me a lot. It really pisses me off." Or another, this is more a texture ick for me. Chewing off bone. I can't eat a chicken. I can't eat chicken off the bone or anything. Just my teeth scraping against bone. If it even scrapes a little bit, my brain just goes into spasm mode. I hate it. Recently, Mum had to get rid of some clothes for the sink. Because I could not and refused to use them for the pots. They were horrendous feeling. Yeah, yeah. So you get what I'm talking about. Like there are certain textures or sounds or stuff like that, and it's all of them. You have similar crossovers with a lot of people, like the loud screaming noises, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it causes an ick. But there are like more uncommon things that cause icks, and for me, it's that and chewing off the bone. I can't eat off the bone. I have to have boneless meat. It's a shame because I know I would like pork barbecue ribs, long as the meat falls off the bone. Like even if a fork scrapes against the bone, I could feel it, and it's it's horrible. It's horrible. I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. My mom can't eat off the bone. Yeah, yeah, and apparently I found out recently as well. Like I thought autism is just like the luck of the draw on genetics. Apparently it's like what I mean by luck of the draw, it's like nothing to do with parentage or that. Apparently, like new research suggests actually it can like if say I had a kid, my kid will more likely have autism because of me and my wife, which I didn't know that. But apparently it is a genetic thing. So there you go. But yeah, so so yeah, there you go. It's crazy how that works. Yeah, apparently it is. Like when my wife got diagnosed, I found out so much because the problem is, and I think Demon, you're a bit younger than me, but roughly about the same generation as me. When I was younger, you had amazing support in school. They were very understanding, but there was still a lot of myths going around about autism. And then once you're an adult, you're on your fucking own. And nowadays, it's like a lot more's been discovered. And thanks to my wife, who watched YouTube, researched about her own autism, ADHD, and all that, um, I learned a lot about myself, and it's crazy. It is crazy how much like you can learn off yourself, and you go, "Hold on a minute," and then you start thinking about things. And you go, "Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me." Um, but yeah, but just don't try and over examine yourself because then you're going to say you have every trait. Where you really want to focus in. Oh, actually, my bear. This is something that you will need to um, consider once if you do get a examination. Because the one thing you'll have to answer a questionnaire at first, and then you'll get like someone to examine you a little bit to get the interview or a specialist to look into you, just to make sure, like like you are eligible to see if you can be tested, just to make sure you do. There is a semblance there. Um, Always think about your childhood, and when you do get that interview, which I think you have no problem getting, think about your childhood. Think about what you did as a child, and ask your mum as well, because they'll probably ask to have someone with you who's known you since you was a little kid, with you, to point out anything you did that was not typical behavior of a child. So, for example, your mum might notice like you might have temper tantrums more often than others, because the problem is when you have a temper tantrum, it's hard to tell, but once you kind of know the knowledge, you can see signs. You could have what's called a meltdown, where your brain just and it looks like a temper tantrum, but it's not, and you can still do it as an adult. So that's where your brain just goes into fuck you, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna or get really angry for no reason, which is the angry part's more common in ADHD. The tears is more like autistic, but both can still have the same things. Um, so your brain to just go and have like a meltdown. Like I say, it seems like a temper tantrum. However, it's like you could tell when it's generally a meltdown because your brain, like if you watch the behaviors carefully, like when someone's having a tantrum, they'll know they're having a tantrum. But like your brain just goes fuck you, and you just cry, and you don't know why you're upset sometimes, and you just babble. You just babble the first things that comes to your head. What could be upsetting? Well, I wouldn't say what could be upsetting you. You could be babbling, you could be crying out of control. Your brain just goes, no, I've had enough. I'm just gonna sit there, have a meltdown, have a fucking cry, and that's it. Um, yeah, you can't really control. You're kind of trapped in your own body. That's the only way I can describe it. It's you are having the meltdown. Your body's making signs of a tantrum, but you're trapped in your body, and you're just out of control. Doesn't mean you can't try and control yourself. There is ways to do it, but it's you can't control it. Your emotions just get too extreme. Also, another thing, which is a common trait in autism or ADHD, is do you feel your emotions a lot more intensely? So, for example, when you feel annoyed, you feel really angry. When you should be just a little bit annoyed, you get really angry. Or if you feel like you see an emotional scene, instead of you like just a tear jerk, like some people have a tear jerks, you start crying uncontrollably. Like your emotions are that intense, it's hard to contain it. But yeah. Yeah, the only reason I'm saying this is like stuff like that can actually really help you understand yourself as a human being. So yeah, I'm just like more. Okie dokie, I shall do. And yeah, I know for a fact tantrums and anger was very prevalent with me as a kid in school. Mum remembers those for me. Yeah, exactly. So that could be like I say, it depends on the behavior. Like when you have a tantrum, you know what you're doing. When you're having a meltdown, you know what you're doing, but you can't control it. It's you. There are subtle differences, but you can, if you are aware of it, you can pick up on it. Because when I get angry, I get too angry, I burst into tears, and it just verbal diarrhea comes out my mouth, and I don't know why I said it, or it just comes out. But yeah, so but yeah, it's like I say, it's just sort of like just taking that into consideration when you do that as well. But yeah, but it's just like just remember how it felt. You know, were you in control at the time when you had your anger, or was it like your brain just shuts off and it just happens? If you know what I mean. Like you don't blank out, you're aware of it, but you just can't. Your brain and your body are doing different things at once. That's how I can describe it. And like I say, it's good to talk about these things as well because at the end of the day, like yes, there are times where you should mask like your ADHD and autism. However, like it's generally unhealthy. So it's like what someone says, and I think there's a I can't remember what the video is, but there's this like Asian British lady, absolutely one lovely lady, and she turned around and said, right, to deal with that, as soon as you get home, do the most autistic or ADHD thing you can think of, like stimming, just hyper focus on something, like just do the most tism slash ADHD thing you can think of. And 9 times out of 10, it really does help you calm down. You just, you know, do the thing. That could really help with your mental health as well overall. Just being a bit more openly neurodiverse. But like I say, what I say is just make sure you do it at home where it's safe, or you do it with people that you feel safe around. You know what I mean, like your mum, or you know what I mean. I remember one time being in a meeting with my mum, and teacher was furious for some reason, and generally didn't remember. All I remember is them repeating like, "But why? Why are you angry?" And it was making me even worse because I generally couldn't answer. Yeah, because you could have been just like having meltdowns, and your brain you just didn't realize it. If you can't say why that was happening, it could be trauma. Admittedly, because I had anger issues in the past, but there was trauma behind it as well. It wasn't just meltdowns. I actually have like reasons why I was such an angry person when I was younger. I was a very angry person. Um, but luckily, that's mostly gone now. And luckily, because I had an awesome Buddhist teacher who was a Buddhist, and he taught me to meditate to sort of clear my mind a little bit, and just to let me sort of like get on, not get on with it as such, but like help me sort of cope with it. I think it's the word I'm looking at it, like cope with it and stuff like that. But yeah, but yeah. So you know, like I said, I'm obviously saying you do have trauma. I'm just saying like just keep in mind there might be another reason behind it. It could be not just the meltdowns. It could be like generally like something upsetting did happen to you in the past. But yeah, but I hope like a lot of this helps you out because like even if even like now, you could employ some strategies and see if it helps you out. You know, and and also, oh, right, here's something I'm gonna really stress out. Right, yeah. When if you feel like your mental health is slipping and it's not just because of your ADHD or your autism, go to if you ask for therapy, try and get them to, because the problem is NHS is a bit crap in this respect and it might be private, which costs money, or maybe try and look up a self-help book. But therapy that is geared towards autism and ADHD. Because the problem is what works in therapy for neurotypical people does not necessarily help neurodiverse people. And it has been proven. Like CBT, unless like the psychiatrist really gears it towards neurodiverse people, then it doesn't help. It just doesn't help because your brain it's geared differently. I think that's like the way to explain it. It's geared differently, so you need like actual specialized help. The problem is the NHS. I know, like, they're understaffed and all that, but they haven't put these in yet because, like, obviously, like I say, this is still fairly, new when it comes to research topics like this. But it has been clinically proven that usual therapies don't usually, quote word here, usually don't work on neurodiverse people because our brains function a lot more differently. So our brains don't compute in the same way that most people would, if you know what I mean. So just keep that in mind as well. Like if you do get diagnosed with it, if you do need therapy in the future, try and ask for therapy geared towards it because it might need a little bit of a specialist touch. Sometimes you get fantastic counselors that do deal with it, but yeah, it is. There's been a recent debate in Parliament as well about workplaces and neurodiversity, which is a good that is a good thing. However, and I say a huge however, that's not enough. I think like the way like I say, because of the therapy side of it as well, like that speaking, that needs to be a lot more. You need more specialist treatments for neurodiverse people. Do you know what I mean? Like treatments that actually specialize with people with ADHD, autism, stuff like that, to actually help them to sort of guide them through their feelings. But that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, it's quite nice actually talking about things like this because it kind of gives me a chance to talk about my experiences with stuff like that, and I do struggle because like for me, I see things very black and white. That's a very common trait in ADHD and autism. I think more autism because we like structure. A lot of autistic people like structure. Like structure. Schedules, stuff like that, and not in a nerdy way, but like to help us cope with everyday life. We like to plan things beforehand and stuff like that. Like we don't like last minute things because last minute things is like a huge trigger. Even though like as you get older you learn to cope with it better, it's just like it's the neurospicy brain does not like that. It doesn't tickle the brain well. But yeah, so But yeah, it's all stuff like that, really. Like, but yeah, but um, but yeah. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, it's just another thing to keep in mind. Like I say, you don't have to up there. It's just I thought just discussing things with you like this. I hope it helps you out and just sort of helps you get through it, if you know what I mean. Because I feel a lot of people also have a misconception of they say, oh, autism. Sorry, autism is a superpower, and it can really do things for you. And ADHD is well. It's like, no, it's not. It's a double-edged sword. Yes, okay, being neurodiverse in certain ways helps you with certain things, and it helps you be more skilled at certain things. Admittedly, there is a upside to it. However, the downsides to it, um, there are challenges, if you know what I mean. A lot of people think there's no weaknesses. It's like, no, there is. It's social. Sometimes it can be really hard to socialize. It can be the meltdowns. That's another challenge to it. You know, it doesn't mean you can't work in that. It doesn't mean you can't live a fulfilling life. Like, you would have to, okay, let's put it like this. You would have to be at least, there's levels to it. I think it's like level 1, level 2, level 3. So level 1 is very high functioning. So I'm very high functioning. I'm considered level 1. Level 2 is you can function in a society, but it's difficult. And that's level 2. And then level 3 is you need a carer, basically. You need someone to help you, to get you through the day, stuff like that. So it's not like you can't live a fulfilling life, you know. It's just at the end of, yeah, it's nice to talk about. I'm still too negative with myself, especially. So this is nice to discuss. That'd be like one of your lost souls. Hey, mediocre society, where we were just talking about us being neurospicy and the challenges that come with it. Like, I have to admit, for me personally, like, one thing how you been, mediocre? Um, the one thing I really struggle with is nuance. I see things very black and white, and that can cause me to get really stubborn. Even though, like, I know there is a thing called grey areas, my brain can't. Hey, also part of that group. Got your back, Vampy. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. Thank you. It's just my bear hasn't been diagnosed. I have a feeling my bear is at least ADHD, and my bear's like new to the journey, if you know what I mean. So it's just more we're discussing our journeys as like autistics and ADHD. Like, you know what I mean. And it's kind of helpful to talk about things like this. The one thing is to know that there are the grey areas. Another thing to understand that, yeah, exactly. So for me, eat though mediocre. This is my struggle because I'm kind of like level 1. Like, I can understand the grey areas to a certain extent, but my black and white brain goes, no, fuck you, that's wrong, or no, fuck you, that's right. You know what I mean? Like, I've got, like, it's like having two sides of my brain fighting with myself. This is why I think I'm ADHD, because the way I describe how my brain acts, people, yeah, and I ain't gonna do my usual shtick and heck about it. This is, yeah, no, we could joke long about it as well if you want. Um, like, this is why I think I'm possible ADHD. So describe how my brain functions. If something's wrong, my autistic brain screams like fuck. Okay, one joke, penis. And after I said that as well, fuck's sake. Anyways, sorry, can't help but laugh. One half of my brain is going, fuck you, Ree, that's wrong. And then the other brain is like white noise. So like it tells the other side of my brain, no, fuck you, you're being a pussy. Yeah, like because problem with ADHD, we get very backlashy quite quickly, and it's just our brain just reacts. It doesn't think; it just reacts, and we have to tell ourselves to slow down. So before I realised I could be ADHD, it's because I definitely autistic. Like I said, diagnosed. It's just ADHD. I'm not too sure on. Is no one else who's fully autistic who doesn't have ADHD, they don't have that experience I do. I'm like me and a few select others who have been diagnosed with both. You have two sides of your brain fighting. Brain that wants to organise, see things black and white, and ADHD being the chaos fucking goblin. That's the only way I can describe it, and it becomes white noise for me. Perceived injustice, yeah, and yeah, exactly. That's your if you like I say it I also say if because you probably are diagnosed. If you are on the spectrum, you would relate with that, yeah. So when you got two sides of your brain fighting, and then eventually it becomes white noise, and that's when actually my meltdowns are most likely to happen. Like my brain just shuts down and just goes fuck you, no. Wanting to organise but being chaotic hits very close to home to me. My official diagnosis is ADST, which who the fuck knows what the heck I got. So ADST, I think is just autism. Yeah, AST. It's because you got AST, which is typical autism, ADHD, which is hyperactive. Hyper defin. I can't try to pronounce this. Hyperactive definition. ADHD. ADHD. I'm trying to remember what it stands for. I know it has a very specific meaning. It's like hyperactive definition attention disorder. I think that's what it stands for. But basically, it's like your attention span and shit. Attention deficit hyper dick. Attention deficit hyper dick. Yeah, hyper disorder or dick for short. Got a short dick. Anyway, so degenerate minds kicking off. Intrusive thoughts. That's another one. Yeah, and then if you got both, instead of saying you put like the U in between the A and the H, so it's ADHD. No, so it's in the D. So it's AUDHD. So ADHD. Full disclosure, I can't remember the last one, so I defaulted to dick in my brain. So I want a diagnosis on my papers. I get them diagnosed with attention deficit hyper dick. Yeah, ADHD because it's like AU. And funnily enough, I was actually saying this to my bear mediocre. If you got one, you actually most likely got the other because it's 70% chance. So if you're autistic or ADHD, you're most likely got the other one as well. So you're like 70% likely to have ADHD because you got one of them already. It's like Pokemon. You got to fucking have them all, right? And by the way, I am actually dyslexic as well. So I'm definitely like the Pokemon trainer and that. Got to have them all, mate. Got to have them all, baby. I definitely know I'm not dyspraxic because I can see numbers. So I do get my maths tyrant wrong from time to time, but that's due to I think that's more like the ADHD side of my brain just going in and interfering than anything else. Doc hits harder than Daddy, oh my. Thank you, Doc. I ain't no doctor. You wish, mediocre, you wish. You wish. You fucking wish. Right, we are maybe addicted. Fuck's sake. And here comes the horny. Anyways, Got him. You got him. Right, I'm going to finish off this part of the drawing and then we're going to raid. Because to be honest, I kind of want to... Next week, we'll finish this off. And that'll be before the clovers. To be honest, we've got most of the hard work out of the way. It's just more of just finishing it off with the other shades in the background and then the highlights. What's Ultron Mod blocked you for? Oh yeah, finish off that crutch. Good vamp. I'm sorry. There's only one thing I could say to that.
No.
You just got Rogel dawned, bitch. How does that feel? You just got Rogel fucking dawned. Anyways, right. I like the fact it's just like, I don't even say a word. I just press a button, just like, no, mate. Bit of a stupid question. Would they allow me to take a plushie with me when I get tested? It's my... Yeah. I think it would be allowed. Because to be honest, like, a lot... Okay, he goes everywhere with me nowadays. And that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I can't see why not. So before we rate, just to answer McBear's question... One, I can't see why not. But when you do get tested, it's usually over the phone or a FaceTime call. Rodo has a crop top. It says, horse, sorry for daddy. Fuck. I'm going to backhand you, mediocre. So, all seriousness, when there'll be phases you'll go through. So, the first phase would be answering a questionnaire. And normally you do it, you write it down physically or give it to a doctor, or you do it online and it'll be on your file. And then they'll go through that and then they'll be like, yeah, you scored this many points, so we're going to assess you. So that's the first part. So you'll do it like a questionnaire, but my advice is answer it as honest as possible. Even if you're embarrassed about it, answer it honestly. Because the more points you get, the more likely you will get tested for either trait. I went through the test in person, but I was a couple of years ago in Sweden. That was a couple of sessions. Yeah, because Sweden, I think, works a little differently. So in the UK now, most likely, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, most likely it'll be online. You'll get an appointment through your email and that. Yeah, be as honest as possible. And get your mum to help you as well. So she could go through things like, yes, you do this. No, you do this. Because even if you don't think you do it up there, your mum will definitely notice those behaviours when she thinks about it. So she'll be, yes, you do this. Yes, you do this. No, you don't do that. Yes, you do. No, you don't. You know, and then it's kind of back and forth. The next bit is the interview. Now, they will ask you to bring somebody with you that's known you since you was a child for basically any behaviours they notice for you as a kid that you do. And you have this online interview, which is, it's not like for a job or anything. It's just basically, they're just trying to get to know you psychologically. And again, be as honest as possible. Make sure your mum brings up some bits. And then after that, you would then sort of, sorry, let me scroll into the artwork so people can see this. And then what they'll do is afterwards, then that's when the assessment begins. And then they'll go through the whole interview and then they'll go, that's when they will diagnose you or not. Or maybe they might need a little bit more time or a few more sessions, which usually it takes 1 or 2. But if they're not too sure, it might be like 3 or 4. And then they'll go, yeah, here's your diagnosis. It's on file now. And then you can take that note, and if you're in a workplace, you let your employer know, and then you go, these are the reasonable adjustments I need. And you talk through with your doctor what reasonable adjustments you need. Yeah, exactly. Mediocre's just said the exact same thing I said, but obviously because Sweden works it differently. But usually you would attend this sort of like online interview with your mum. Very rarely is physical. Yeah, that's any time I've been. It's like, if it helps you to get your diagnosis and sort of like, because to be honest, you do scream ADHD at me. Like the TISM vibe is strong in you, or the ADHD vibe, I should say. Like, the better it helps you get like diagnosis like this, and me talking through you like this, because how it happened to me as a little kid is very different to how my wife had her thing. Because I was her, and I think it was her dad or her best mate did the interview together because she couldn't really like we did that, and the dad answered questions like on a questionnaire or like on a call. That's like the same as that. If you need some help, hit me up. Yeah. Mediocre. We have a neurodiverse chat now on Discord. So it's called the Neurospicy Chat. So if you do want to give some tips and bits or find videos that might help people, feel free to sign it on there. Yeah, no, it's fine. Anyways, let's raid somebody now. That was a very serious talk. But yeah, if you got any friends also might bear, if they want to talk about this as well, if they feel like they've got it maybe, or like feel free to bring them on stream. Obviously not on mic, obviously, but bring them on stream, and I don't mind having conversations about it. The more people we can help, the better. That's how I see it. I'm gonna raid Nim because I haven't seen Nim in some time, so let's raid Nim. Anyways, guys, thank you all for coming by. Thank you all for watching. We're going to say nimmy nim nim nimkins. We're here to steal your tea. Again, the raid message is nimmy nim nim nimkins. We are here to steal your tea. Anyways, see you later. Thank you for watching. And that's all right, my bear, anytime. And I'll see you later. Bye.